episode of Gone Rogue. And in this episode of Gone Rogue, I'm going to talk about how we need to make the most of time. That is right. In this episode of Gone Rogue, I'm going to talk about how we need to make the most of time. And this is such a scenic drive. You can even see downtown Los Angeles, the skyline of downtown LA, just right over that hill. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we are in an uncertain time of our lives, and we cannot let ourselves just give in to this pandemic of giving ourselves with this pandemic and do nothing about it. So I know that this pandemic caused many disruptions, and when I say many disruptions, I'm saying lots of hardship, lots of economic pain, and we just want to kind of like give up. But for this episode, I'm going to dedicate this episode on the solution of feeling that we are at the bottom. So let me say that you're already at the bottom. What can you do? You're not gonna continue to stay at the bottom. You gotta climb yourself back up. And let me say that you are not the only one who is at the bottom. This pandemic affected everybody, including myself. And what we need to do really is to really take a moment and reevaluate ourselves and take a step back and just humble ourselves. That's the first thing that we need to do. The second thing that we need to do is develop a plan on how to get out from the bottom. That is right. We need to develop a plan, a solution of getting out from the bottom. And this is such a scenic drive. You can see the Mount Baldy, I think that is, or the San Gabriel Mountains, the peak of the San Gabriel Mountains. Such a beautiful scenic drive. Where we're on at. A stoplight ahead. You ought to be lucky enough to be living here from the Rancho Palos Verdes area. And you can see the whole LA County. And you can even see the LA skyline from here. Such a beautiful day. But back to what I'm saying is, we need to take a step back, reevaluate ourselves, and not give up. And if you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, and you know that I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan, and and I'll admit that it's not going to be the same. Once I heard the news that Kobe tragically passed away in a helicopter accident, a part of me, like half of me, mentally just died. And it took a week to process this, because I didn't want to believe it. I really didn't want to believe it. And it took a week just to process the news, and then the height of the pandemic came in, made things worse mentally, and hopefully, as I am filming right now, it's 2021, hopefully that we are out. We are starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but nothing can be promised. That is right, nothing can be promised of let me make our right here. There's no U-turn. That means technically it's a protected right. And yeah, and this is such a tough time for many of us, and we're gonna reevaluate ourselves, create a solution, how we can conquer this. Should I be in the second lane? Yes. Usually in LA, and the right lane is usually people parked on the right lane, but I think it's just before 6. But back to what I was saying, we need to, like I said, we need to develop a plan to get out of the hole. And I know it's difficult because we're at the bottom, and you cannot dig yourself anymore deeper by just doing nothing. People who do nothing, who don't have that mentality of doing something, are just digging themselves a deeper hole than what they're forced into. And we've got to develop a solution, a plan to get out of that hole. And we got to be resilient. Hopefully this episode of Gone Rogue inspires you to be resilient in these uncertain times. So, like I said, I want to make this an interactive video and share our problems, because I think if we share our problems, we can find out that we have something in common, and we can hopefully help each other out, trying to comfort each other, saying that, holding on to that cliche that's tossed around in 2020, that we are in this together. And you know, we gotta help ourselves climb out of that deep hole that was forced on many of us just because a tiny viral cell that spread out throughout the world. And yeah, so I'm not gonna win that bread. So comment in the comment section below if you want to share your experience, and hopefully people who share their experience, I can hopefully be the listener here and do anything I can to help comfort of a loss, feel that they were lost in life. Because this pandemic, 2020, took a huge toll on our mental well-being. That is right, 2020 took a huge toll on our mental well-being. So that's about it for this episode of Gone Rogue. If you like this video, please give this video a huge thumbs up. Comment in the comment section below on what you think about this episode. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be sure to check out other YouTube content that is on this channel. And thank you for watching Gone Rogue. And I will see you on the next one.